welcome. You are here to relax, to unwind, to let go. And tonight, we'll explore the world of yawning, sleep, and the many myths that surround them. You don't need to focus too hard. You can simply listen, or let your mind drift. It's okay to fall asleep at any point. That's what this is for. So take a deep breath and settle in. Let's begin with yawning. A simple act, one we all do, and yet it remains a bit of a mystery. Most people think we yawn because we're tired or bored. And while that may be true, it's not the full story. Yawning is more than just a sign of fatigue. It's a natural reflex, one that helps regulate brain temperature. Yes, it regulates brain temperature. It cools down your brain when your brain gets too warm. Yawning brings in cool air. It helps keep your mind clear, focused, and balanced. You might yawn when you're anxious, you might yawn when you're nervous, or even when you're stretching. It's not always about sleepiness. So the first myth is that yawning always means you're tired. But in truth, it's a little bit more complex than that. Yawning is your brain's way of staying balanced. You've probably noticed that when someone nearby yawns, you feel the urge to yawn as well. This brings us to the second myth, that yawning is just a silly, contagious trick. But it's absolutely more than that. Contagious yawning is actually a sign of empathy. Yes, empathy. When we yawn after seeing someone else yawn, it shows that our brains are connected. We're in sync. We're aware of each other. Scientists believe that people who are more empathetic are more likely to catch a yawn. So the myth that yawning is just random or meaningless is not quite right. Yawning can be a quiet form of communication. It says, I see you. I feel what you feel. So if you yawn while watching this, maybe you're connecting with the calm, with the rhythm, with the moment. Here's another interesting myth. Some believe yawning helps you fall asleep, but actually, yawning might be the brain's attempt to stay awake. When you're tired, your brain starts to slow down. It becomes less alert. So it sends a yawn to bring in more oxygen, to get things moving again. It's like your mind is saying, hey, stay with me. Don't drift off just yet. But over time, as you keep yawning and your body becomes more relaxed, sleep starts to take over. So yawning isn't what causes sleep. It's what happens in the space before sleep. That liminal, drifting moment where you're not quite awake, not quite asleep, just floating, right where you are now. You've heard it before. He's yawning. always the reason. Sometimes when we're bored, or actually mentally tired, we're not being stimulated, so the brain tries to reset itself. It yawns to shift focus, to wake itself up. So boredom is less about disinterest and more about a need for mental stimulation. Yawning, in that sense, is a little mental reboot. It says, let's freshen up, let's shift gears. Even in moments of boredom, the body and mind are working together, quietly, gently, trying to stay balanced. Isn't that interesting? Even the things we don't notice are part of a deeper rhythm. Here's a curious thing. Some people yawn while exercising. You might think, that's odd. Why yawn when you're active? But it happens because the brain is trying to regulate temperature and stay alert. Exercise increases your body's heat. Your heart rate rises. Your breathing changes. A yawn can help bring things back into balance. Cool the brain. Steady the breath. So even during physical activity, yawning plays its role. The myth that yawning is only for tiredness keeps falling apart because yawning isn't just about sleep. It's about harmony, and your body is always seeking harmony. Even now, as you listen and breathe, in some cultures, yawning is seen as rude or lazy, but that's just social construct. In reality, yawning is natural, it's healthy, it's normal. Suppressing yawns can actually create discomfort, tension in the jaw, stress in the body. So let go of that myth. There's no shame in yawning. It's your body speaking to you, telling you what it needs, asking you to rest. Now let's connect yawning to sleep itself. Many people think that yawning signals immediate sleep, but sleep is a process. We go through stages. Light sleep, deeper sleep, then the dream state, and back again. Yawning may help. Yawning may happen at the start, but it's only one small piece. You may yawn long before you drift off, or not yawn at all, and still fall into a deep sleep. The myth that yawning equals sleep is just that, a myth. The truth is, sleep comes when the body is ready, when the mind lets go, when the breath softens, like now. So now we've explored the myths and the truths about yawning and falling asleep. It's a dance between body and mind, a signal, a breath, a quiet invitation. You don't need to analyze it. You don't need to force it. Just let it be. Your body knows what to do. Your breath knows where to go.